Ethan Sam of Grenada will start in lane number 4. This field also has Kadeem Chinapu of Trinidad and Tobago in 5. There's the full lineup. Mario Carter, British Virgin Islands. Delron Delpeche of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Jonathan Richards of Guyana. Ethan Sam, Grenada. Kadeem Chinapu, Trinidad and Tobago. Ronaldo Registre of Turks and Caicos. Ryan Simeon of St. Lucia. And Jamari Lane of Montserrat. That's the lineup for the third and penultimate semi-final. Kadeem Chinapu, infamous words said after his 200 under 17 victory last year, reverberated around the Caribbean. He has another chance to back it up. Won silver in the under 17 100 behind Jamaica's Nyrone Wade a year ago before winning the 200. 10:53 at Trinidad and Tobago's CARIFTA trials. Barely got the better of his brother Akeem Chinapu by hundredths of a second, thousands of a second, apologies. Both clocked at 10:53, and so he gets the spot here along with Woodruff, who is the fastest of the non-automatic performers at this stage. Semi-final 3.
It was sibling rivalry at its best. With that battle between those two, the pictures and the video made it all over Trinidad and Tobago, those two going at it. Several siblings actually on the Trinidad and Tobago team, the Vincent twins at the end, Chinapu also.
And the Frederick twins. Must be very difficult though to take something away from your brother that you know he desperately wants. Because essentially that's what happened when Kadeem nipped him by thousandths of a second at the trials.
Must have been an interesting dinner conversation after.
Maybe there was no dinner. Semi-final 3. Chinapu goes in 5. Ethan Sam of Grenada is in 4. Richards of Guyana, watch him as well. Could be trouble for Registry of Turks and Caicos. Has he registered a false start?
Yeah, that's his problem. Chinapu also got up there, but I think it was the Turks and Caicos athlete that got up first. Let's see what's going to happen here. The officials are consulting. Here's how it happened.
Yeah. It feels a bit jittery. They all know this is a competitive semi-final. They also know it's a marvelous opportunity to qualify automatically, because so many of these youngsters have a chance. Jonathan Richards, Guyana, Sam of Grenada, Chinapu, the Trinbagonian, even Register himself, just off the pace in terms of times this season at 10:60, but he would have fancied his chance. Now he's out with a false start. Well, that reaction tells the story.
He's put in a lot of training to come here and compete, and now it's all gone, and that's the emotions going through the mind of this young man right now.
When I was growing up in St. Mary, Jamaica, the more mature individuals in the community would always tell you not to put your hands on your head. They said it made you look fatherless or something like that. Well, now Registry is chanceless for a spot in the 100 final. Semi-final 3 on the 20 boys, 100 meters. 3, 4, 5, the big ones. Richards, Guyana, Sam, Grenada, Chinapu, Trinidad and Tobago. Oh, that's trouble. That's big, big trouble. And Kadeem Chinapu knows it.
Well, I mentioned that when the first false starts happened with Registry, Chinapu wasn't that far behind him, and the nerves have gotten perhaps the better of him here, and this could be disaster for the Trinidad and Tobago athlete.
It's only his first year as an under-20 athlete. but he will not get the opportunity to perform in front of his home crowd, at least not in the 100 meters. I wonder if he's asking to run under protest. From what we saw, there was nothing to protest.
Yeah, certainly it seemed as clear as day that that was going to be it for him, and there was a bit of foreshadowing of what would happen in that first attempt to get the race off.
Doesn't get much clearer than that.
Yeah, I think as soon as he got up, he knew that everything was all over for him here. Just that expression alone tells you that he knows that his chance is gone.
That's heartbreaking. Difficult way to leave the scene.
Well, registry is also asking. Registry is also asking, why am I out? And why am I not given the chance? But I don't think he actually asked to compete in the way that you suggested.
But I think he's asked to run on the protest, but I don't understand why he's being allowed to run on the protest. It's a clear false start. If you're running on the protest, there should be a valid reason to do so. From what we just saw, there is no valid reason. Well, we wait to hear. Let me not get ahead of myself. Maybe there was a sound somewhere that nobody else heard.
Well, in the background, just outside of your picture, registry is appealing to the official as to why it is that I'm not being allowed to run on the protest either. So it's all happening here in this particular semi-final.
Yeah, I think as the officials, you have to be stronger in situations like these. There is registry. He's saying, so why wasn't I allowed to run? And this is the problem with decisions like these.
It does, in fact, open the floodgates.
And I said it at the start when it happened first time this morning.
Well, you really have to feel for this young man. He's broken down now, and it is, oh, look at that. That is a really distressing picture.
It is, because now, unfortunately, he feels cheated. Now, here is what is likely to happen. Chinappo will run on the protest, and he will be disqualified after. What's the point?
And what frame of mind is he's going to run under, because he knows that the sword is hanging over his neck at the moment.
Well, let's see. Ethan Sam in 4, Chinappo is in 5. Jonathan Richards of Guyana in 3. Off they go. Ethan Sam got up well. Chinappo is running well. Chinappo and Sam together. Oh, they go to the line. 10:66. I think Chinappo crossed the line first. This will be interesting.
It certainly will be. Now it is, give him real credit here, because to overcome what happened just before that and produce a good run in which he's gone on to win the race here, give him great credit for that. However, it may not count at all.
But I have my opinion. For once, I'll keep it, at least for now. Here's another look at it. Ethan Sam got up well. He's so smooth. He's so easy. I wonder if they had a touch at some point of the race, racing right together all the way through, having a look across at each other. Here's the front on shot, gives you a better view. Sam comfortable, so is Chinappo. And so Chinappo still being reflected as false starting, even though he got the opportunity to run, and Ethan Sam has been given the win. So here we go, 1070 for Sam, negative 0.1. Mario Carter of the British Virgin Islands, 1078. Jonathan Richards of Guyana, 1095. Slightly disappointing performance from him, with Ryan Simeon of St. Lucia, 1099. So that 1078 does put Mario Carter into a qualifying position.
He is there or thereabouts. Remember, Roll 1067 and Jackson 1065 from the first race. They're just above him.
And Stanislaus at 1079 from semi-final 2. So this 1078 is faster